Hi, welcome to Storytime Online. Would you like some stories about pets? Because that's what our theme is today, right? Woo! So let's get our first book. I'm not surprised he picked this one. It's called A Dog for Each Day. It's written by Lynea Bowdish, illustrated by Karen Stormer Brooks, and published by Children's Press. And it's a little book, so I'm going to hold it close so you can see it. There's the lady. And she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dogs. 7 dogs live with Bertha McCain. 7's too many, her neighbors complain. But Bertha McCain says all 7 will stay. With 7, she has a dog for each day. Monday's dog always barks at the cat. Tuesday's dog brings Bertha's blue hat. Wednesday's dog likes to go get the mail. Thursday's dog makes a breeze with his tail. Friday's dog keeps Bertha's feet warm. And Saturday's dog likes to howl a song. Oh! Sunday's dog wakes Bertha at 9. All 7 help get her to church on time. And if they get lonely, Bertha is sure they'll be able to squeeze in at least 7 more. So how many dogs will that make? If she already had 7, and she has 7 more, 7 and 7 makes, can you guess? Should I tell you? 14. That's a lot of dogs. More than I'd like to have. But I wouldn't mind having 14 hot dogs that I could share with friends. So can you show me 5 hot dogs and we'll cook them in our pan? I've got 5 little hot dogs, they're cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So 4 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 3 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. 2 little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and one went bam. So that means 1 little hot dog is cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the one went bam. So how many are left? Did you say none? That's right. No little hot dogs are cooking in the pan. The grease got hot and the pan went bam. All right, Fido, we need another story. Oh, this is a little critter book. This is called Just One More Pet. It's written and illustrated by Mercer and is published by Harper. One day, I was walking home from my best friend's house, and I heard a strange little noise in the bushes. I looked, and it was a little doggy. He was very friendly. He didn't have a collar. He followed me home. What could I do? You have to take him back. We have too many pets, said Mom. He's lost and doesn't have a home, I pleaded. So Mom let me tie him up in the backyard until Dad got home. Our kitty did not like him. She hissed, hiss. Our dog didn't like him. He barked. Woof, woof, woof. The little dog was scared. I gave him a bath. He liked that. I took him to my room so he would be comfortable. My little sister saw him and she said, "I'm going to tell." So I had to give her $1 just to keep her quiet. Mom heard him bark, so I had to take him back outside. He looked so sad. I kept him company. Little sister wouldn't give me my $1 back. Bummer. Dad came home and said, "He can stay here until we find his owner." "But what if we can't find his owner?" I asked. "Can I keep him?" Mom said, "Let's worry about that later." We made a bed in our garage, but the doggy barked. He was lonely. He was sad. I took my bath. I could hear the doggy cry. Dad read a bedtime story to me, and we could hear the doggy whine. He was scared. I tried to sleep, but I could still hear the doggy. Finally, I did fall asleep. And the next morning, I went out to the garage to check on the doggy, but oh no, the doggy was gone. He had slipped through a crack in the garage door. I called and called, "Here, doggy, here, doggy," but no doggy. I asked my dog and kitty, "Do you know where the doggy is?" They were no help at all. I ran next door and asked, "Mrs. Rhino, have you seen a little doggy in your yard?" "No, I haven't," she said, "but somebody pulled all my clean sheets off the line." I ran over to Mr. Bovine's house. "Have you seen a little doggy in your yard?" I asked. "No, I haven't, but somebody dug up my garden." I saw Mr. E. LaFant in his front yard. "Mr. LaFant, have you seen a little doggy in your yard?" I asked. "No, I haven't, but somebody chewed up my hose." We looked everywhere. No doggy. I walked by the garage and I heard a bark. I ran inside and the doggy was back, but he was a she and she was a mama. She had 4 little puppies. Well, I called everybody. Whoops, we have more doggies. And just then a car drove up. Out stepped a little girl and her mom. "Have you seen a little lost dog?" the girl asked. The girl was so happy when I showed her, "Oh, this is my dog, and I even have puppies too." Oh, well, I was not happy. The girl asked, "Would you like to have a puppy after they get a little bigger?" I asked Mom and Dad if I could. And Mom said, "Yes, just one more pet," which was the title of this one. I think he showed he could take care of that puppy, so that's why his mom said it was okay. All right, well, do you think puppies would like to jump on the bed? If you have a dog, does your dog like to get up on your bed? I wouldn't be surprised. I've got 5 little puppies who were jumping on the bed. When one fell off, well, he bumped his head. His mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more puppies jumping on the bed." So 4 little puppies were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head, so his mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more puppies jumping on the bed." So that means 3 little puppies were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head, so mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more puppies jumping on the bed." So that means 2 little puppies were jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head, so Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, "No more puppies jumping on the bed." So that leaves one little puppy who was jumping on the bed. When she fell off, oh, she bumped her head. But her mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more puppies jumping on the bed. But I'm sure we have another book. Let's see. I've got two to pick from. Let's have one called Strictly No Elephants. I wouldn't think that would be a story about a pet, but there's only one way to find out. This was written by Mantchev, illustrated by Tayan Yu, and published by Simon & Schuster. Well, the trouble with having a tiny elephant for a pet is that you never quite fit in. No one else has an elephant. Every day I take my elephant for a walk. He is a very thoughtful sort of walk. His is. Look at that, he's carrying the umbrella. He doesn't like the cracks in the sidewalk much. I always go back and help him over. That's what friends are for, to lift each other over the cracks. Today, I'm walking my tiny elephant to number 17. It's Pet Club Day, and everyone will be there. Come along, I say. There's a good boy. I coax him the last few feet. It'll be fine. And when I look up, there's a sign on the door. And it says, Strictly No Elephants. Well, my tiny elephant leads me back to the sidewalk, never minding the cracks. That's what friends do, brave the scary things for you. Did you try to go to the pet club meeting too? A girl asks. Yes, I say, but they don't allow elephants. The sign didn't mention skunks, the girl says, but they don't want us to play with them either. They don't know any better, I tell her. He doesn't stink, the girl said. No, he doesn't, I agree. What if we start our own club? Come along, I say, making certain that my tiny elephant follows me, because that's what friends do. They never leave anyone behind. Look at all of those. Do you think all of those children were not allowed to go to the pet club meeting? I see a skunk and the elephant, and a hedgehog or a porcupine, a penguin, a bat, a narwhal, a giraffe, and an armadillo. I must say those are different sorts of pets. So, we say, we can play here. Looks like a nice place. All of us can. So we paint our own sign. We do. And it says, strictly, well, it says no strangers, no spoil sports. But that's not the way we want our club to be. We say, all are welcome. My tiny elephant will give you directions if you need them. Because you know, that's what friends do. I like that. And on the back you can see all different kinds of pets in the house. And there he is with his elephant. I wonder how he got an elephant for a pet. Do you think we could do a finger play about an elephant? You have to put your hands out like this. You should probably stand up. I won't stand up because I'll get out of the picture frame here, but can you put your hands out like this? And then you're going to have an elephant's trunk. Okay. and you're going to sway it back and forth. An elephant goes like this and that. He's terribly big and he's terribly fat. He's got 10 fingers. He's got 10 toes. And goodness gracious, what a nose. All right, let's have one more book. This is called The Birthday Pet. This is written by Ellen Javernick and illustrated by Kevin O'Malley. And it's published by Marshall Cavendish and Co. for children. It was Danny's birthday, and his folks said he could get any kind of animal he wanted for a pet. Danny thought it over before he went to bed. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, Dad said, oh, you don't want a pet that sits still all like a log. So he went out and got Danny a dog. Well, the dog knocked Danny over when they went outside to play. And if Danny took her walking, she always ran away. How's the dog? Asked his father. Danny shook his head. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, Mom said, oh, a turtle's not cuddly or soft like a mitten. So she went out and she got Danny can you figure it out? This is a rhyming story, isn't it? She got him a kitten. Well, the kitten was cuddly, but it made Danny sneeze, and he always had to get it down from the trees. How's the kitten? Asked his mother. Danny shook his head. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, his big brother said, you ought to pick a pet that's more exciting than that. So he went out and got Danny a rat. Oh, the rat's beady eyes were a scary sight. And the rat kept Danny up when it gnawed in the night. Do you know what it means to gnaw? It means he's chewing things. How's the rat? Asked his brother. Danny shook his head. All I really want is a turtle, he said. But instead, his older sister said, you would like a turtle? Oh, a turtle is absurd. So she went out and got Danny a bird. The bird only nipped. It didn't even talk. It was sort of pretty, but it had a nasty squawk. What? How's the bird? Asked his sister, and Danny shook his head. Not one of you listened to anything I said. So, instead, his family got Danny a turtle with a nice hard shell. Danny couldn't wait for his show and tell. The turtle blinked her eyes and never made a sound. She played peekaboo as she crawled all around. Oh, I see her name is Lulu. He fed her bugs and lettuce, and he made a turtle gym. Danny thought the turtle was a perfect pet for him. So Dad kept the dog, and his brother kept the rat, and his sister kept the bird, and his mom kept the cat. And Danny? Danny kept the turtle. And that was the end of that. I like that. Well, do you think, let's see here, do you think we can make a turtle with our hands? Make a fist like this. That's going to be like the turtle shell. I have a little turtle who lives in a box. He swims in the puddles and he climbs on rocks. He snapped at a mosquito. He snapped at a flea. He snapped at a minnow and he snapped at me. He caught the mosquito and he caught the flea. He caught the minnow, but you know what? He didn't catch me. All right. Well, let's have our flannel board story. And I've got it already set up for us. And this is called Doggy, Doggy, Where is Your Bone? And look, he's got some friends around. He's got, can you name them? A pig, a horse, a cat, a cow, and there's the dog. I bet he lives on a farm. Well, doggy, doggy, where is your bone? Somebody stole it from your home. Guess who? Maybe you? Was it the cat? Let's see. No, that's not true. So doggy, doggy, where's your bone? Somebody stole it from your home. Guess who? Maybe you? Was it the pig? Let's see. Does he have a bone? No, that's not true. Doggy, doggy, where's your bone? Somebody stole it from your home. Guess who? Maybe you? Was it the horse? No, that's not true. Wake up, doggy, and find your bone. Well, I hope the cow has it because the cow's the only one left. Let's try. Doggy, doggy, where's your bone? Somebody stole it from your home. Guess who? Maybe you? Was it the cow? Yes, it's true. Wake up, doggy. This bone's for you. And those are our stories. I'm wondering what kind of pets you might have at your house. Maybe you could send me a picture of your pet sometime. It'd be nice. So those are our stories. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back next week with another Storytime Online here at Wood Library. Bye-bye.